from a federal Labor government, but not the current one.
I thank the member for Dunkley, and I call the member for Chisholm.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. There is no doubt that young Australians have done it tough over the past 2 years. Whether it's an 18th birthday party, travelling with mates, or schoolies week, the COVID-19 pandemic has meant that so many of our young people have missed out on what many Australians regard as significant milestones and rites of passage. Lockdown restrictions have also caused major disruptions to education and training and resulted in fewer opportunities to find employment in sectors that traditionally employ many young people. It is little surprise then that so many young Australians have reported high levels of psychological distress and a worsening of their mental health during the COVID-19 pandemic. Mental health and suicide prevention remains one of the Australian government's highest priorities, and young Australians in particular continue to be a focus of our investment in mental health. We want them to receive the help, support, and care they need, where and when they need it, so that they can reach their full potential. In the 2021-22 budget, the government is investing a record $2.3 billion in the National Mental Health and Suicide Prevention Plan to lead landmark reform. This is the largest federal government mental health investment in Australia's history. A key feature of the plan is the investment of $1.4 billion in high-quality and person-centred treatment, including $820 million for a national network of mental health centres for adults, youth and children through the Head to Health and Headspace programs. Headspace is the government's flagship program for the provision of mental health services to young people aged 12 to 25. With the opening of Headspace Sindo in my electorate of Chisholm, I have seen firsthand the incredible impact of this program at a local level. On the economic front too, young Australians have every reason to feel optimistic as we emerge and recover from the pandemic faster than even the most bullish forecasts. The Morrison Government's economic recovery plan, including our Job Maker Hiring Credit, Job Trainer Fund, supporting apprenticeships and trainees' wage subsidy, boosting apprenticeships, commencement wage subsidy, transition to work program, industry training hubs, and the Youth Jobs Path program, and many more, have all contributed to cushioning the effects of the pandemic. The youth unemployment rate fell by 0.6% over the month to 17.5% in October 2021, and it's below the 19.2% recorded in March 2020. Furthermore, whilst Labor talks about the rise in the unemployment rate over the month of October, they've neglected, as usual, to consider the context of the nearly 60,000 youth who entered the labour market over the month, pushing the youth participation rate up from 64.3% in September to 66.4% in October. So, Mr. Deputy Speaker, Labor can continue to spout misunderstanding these statistics and spread its negative message. We'll just get on with the job of delivering for Australians. Yes, it has been tough for our young people, as it has been for many Australians, but there is reason for hope. Our economy is resilient, and the Morrison government will continue to back Australians in as we secure our recovery. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker.
Thank the member for